I would give them a call and just learn more about the program.
I've seen them before. I have my own nutritionist. I'm not interested in that program.
So this doctor is essentially like, do you want to talk to someone else? Because I'm just going to tell you to make better lifestyle choices. So we'll do this one. This is called Convince Doctor. There's text on the screen that says, POV, you tried to convince a doctor you're not eating when you're fat. I mean, everyone eats. When you're fat, you just eat more than you should. Okay.
Okay. I mean, it is what it is. You're basically telling me I just have to eat less. Is that
It's not just less, because that's not easy, or else everybody would be doing it, and there wouldn't be a whole field of weight loss medications, and there wouldn't be all these issues with weight.
Yeah, and I understand. And I've had my experience with eating disorders, and that's why I'm trying to have a more positive attitude about this, but it's really difficult because I have been eating less and less and less, and it's not helping. So this is just really...
Well, maybe you are doing it some days, but not like every day of the week. And it has to be like every day that you have to be in the calorie deficit to consistently lose.
I mean, I just feel like I could come...
Look, I don't disagree. But you know how I feel about the calories in, calories out, and calorie deficit. I'm not a fan of this shit. And it's not that energy balance doesn't exist. It's not that the laws of thermodynamics don't apply. But it's this idea that essentially you are starving yourself, right? You are eating less than your body should require to maintain. But the problem is, we all know the problem with this is people are fundamentally eating nutrient void foods. That's the problem. People are eating foods that do not provide the nutrients that if they were in a couple 100-calorie deficit, they would be able to survive because they're getting their micronutrients, but they're not getting their micronutrients. They're eating junk food and nutrient void food, and then they're eating less of it. So they're actually literally starving themselves more. So people are really having I don't blame you. You would have you're going to have a problem eating those foods, whether you're in a surplus, a maintenance, or a deficit. So if you're eating nutrient dense food, it's much easier to get your nutrition in, the nutrient dense food, the micronutrients, and be more satisfied. And then of course, the lower inflammation, exercise, all these other habits are going to help you metabolize more fat.
And I could tell you I'm not eating at all, and it would still be the same answer. You must be eating.
Well,
you must be eating above the calorie deficit.
That would be a lie if you told me you weren't eating at all.
That's not what I'm saying, though.
Yeah.
That's not what I'm saying, though.
If you want to, if you want to just argue about it, we can, or I can try to give you the resources to try to get there in the calorie deficit to help you lose the weight. If you want a second opinion, you're welcome to it. I won't be offended. Okay? We have plenty of other doctors here. We also have the weight management program, which is specifically geared towards this.
Stabilize it and make sure it does not.
Do you want the number?
No, I have it.
What?
I have it.
You have it? I would give them a call and just learn more about the program.
I've seen them before. I have my own nutritionist. I'm not interested in that program, unfortunately.
It's not just...
Oh, is that it? Okay. So this doctor is essentially like, do you want to talk to someone else? Because I'm just going to tell you to, make better lifestyle choices. But look, at the same time, listening to what the doctor didn't say anything about. Okay, there's a lot of stuff to unpack here. A couple things. The doctor didn't say eat better quality food, did she? At the same time, the doctor might not legally be allowed. First off, most doctors don't know anything about nutrition. So she's saying that they have resources. Unfortunately, as we all know, those resources probably aren't going to be talking about the proper food quality that she should be eating. They're probably going to be doing food pyramid type shit and restrict your calories and measure this and blah, blah, your macros and whatever. So maybe the doctor can't legally give advice on that because that's not her, that's her process, and they outsource it to whatever this other group in their network or something like that for nutrition or for weight loss counseling. The frustrating thing on both sides here is I didn't hear anything about food quality. I just heard the calories in, calories out, and this girl being like, no. And the doctor's like, yeah. And the girl's like, but no. And the doctor's like, but yeah. The doctor's more right than she is wrong, but I don't think, like she's not eating. You don't gain weight by not eating. Let's just get that out of the way. You don't gain weight by not eating. You're not just getting fat for no fucking reason. You're not just getting fat. I'm like, hey, I don't eat. Man, if I look at food, I gain 10 pounds. No, the problem is because you look at the food and then you eat the food and then you gain 10 pounds. It's because you eat the food after you look at it. When I look at a cake, I gain weight. It's because you look at it and then you eat it.
We stay woke, but y'all sleep. Rilla mo, but y'all sheep. Out in public, she a good girl, but at the crib, she a real freak. New throne for the new king. Same kid, now my streets go. Same gang, got the cheat code. I said stay woke, we in Rilla mo. I said stay woke, Rilla mo. Stay woke, Rilla mo. I said stay woke, Rilla mo. Stay woke, Rilla mo. I said stay woke, Rilla mo. Stay woke, Rilla mo. I said stay woke, Rilla mo. Stay woke, Rilla mo. Hey, y'all some jokers, y'all a bunch of clowns. You will not get a laugh out of me. You can talk, but you can't denounce. I live a different theology. Why I transferred to a new account? You just fucked over a prodigy. Posted up with a running crown. You are the king of apology. You about to see a new side of me. I hope you know. We stand alone, watch our enemy go.